Hey, what's new?
Hello, Maya.
Hey, how's your weekend going?
It was good. And what about you?
Nice. Not much new, just here hanging out, ready for whatever comes up. What made your day good?
Actually, it was a weekend, uh, and every weekend
Right, Sat.
must be good.
That's a good philosophy. The weekends definitely have their own kind of pressure to live up to something, don't they?
Yeah, you are right.
So, what did you end up doing with your weekend?
Sorry.
No worries. Sometimes the brain just takes a detour. What were you saying?
Actually, can you speak a little bit more clear so that I understand you better?
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely slow down and speak more clearly for you. Is this better?
Oh, great. Thank you.
Good, glad to hear it. So, where were we? You were saying weekends need to be good, but also have pressure, I think?
Yeah, the weekend has pressure because it's a time when you have to do more tasks which have
Ah,
been pending for the last 5 days.
right. The pressure to catch up on those tasks you didn't get to during the week. It's like the weekend has this built in expectation of productivity on top of relaxation.
Yeah.
Does it ever feel like you end up spending the weekend mostly thinking about all the things you should be doing instead of actually relaxing?
I didn't get you.
Sorry, I was asking if it feels like you spend more time thinking about what you should be doing instead of actually relaxing on the weekends.
Uh,
Take your time.
nowadays I'm thinking about doing the making a to-do list, what I have to do on Sunday and what I have to do on Saturday and how will be the Monday.
So you're planning out your weekends in advance, Saturday, Sunday, even looking
Yeah.
ahead to Monday. That
Um,
sounds like a lot of planning, especially when you're trying to unwind. Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Finding that having that structure helps, or does it feel like it just adds to the pressure?
No, it helps because already deciding what you will do the next morning, uh, it really helps.
That makes sense. So the planning takes some of the mental load off. So you don't have to figure things out in the moment. Sounds like you've figured out a system that works for you.
Can we come to a topic?
Sure. What topic did you want to talk about?
It's the power of positive thinking and how to reframe the mindset.
Oh, good choice. Positive thinking and reframing mindset. That's a pretty powerful combo. What's your angle on it?
But I again request you to please be slow and clear.
Of course. I'll definitely slow down and speak clearly. So, you want to talk about positive thinking and mindset shifts. Sounds good. What specifically about it got your interest?
Hmm. First of all, I would like to know that what does reframing actually mean in the simple English?
Hmm. In simple terms, reframing means looking at a situation from a different angle, like taking something stressful or negative and finding a more helpful way to think about it. It's not about pretending things are better than they are, it's about seeing them with fresh eyes.
Can you give me a before and after example of a negative thought turned positive?
Sure, of course. So let's say someone thinks, I messed up this presentation at work. I'm such an idiot. That's the negative thought. Reframing it could be, okay, that presentation didn't go as planned, but I learned what doesn't work now and I'll do better next time. Same situation, totally different perspective.
It means you should have a can-do approach. Yes, I can do it, even if there is a short time.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Practice reframing even when you're short on time. It's almost like a mental muscle. The more you flex it, the easier it gets to catch yourself thinking negatively and choose a different way to frame it.
Why does our brain tend to stick to bad news more than good news?
That's a really interesting question. Basically, our brains are wired to notice and remember things that could be threats. This is because our ancestors needed to survive dangers like predators or rival tribes. Negative news, things that could harm us, got more of our attention because reacting quickly was key. So it's kind of an evolutionary holdover.
Does it mean that positive thinking about being happy all the time, or is it something else?
No, definitely not about being happy all the time. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring bad stuff or pretending everything is perfect. It's more about approaching challenges with hope instead of despair and focusing on what you can control instead of what you can't. It's resilience, not constant bliss.
Can you explain it in more simple terms?
Okay. Imagine you spill coffee on your shirt. Being positive isn't about pretending you didn't spill coffee and getting excited about being covered in coffee. It's recognizing it sucks, but thinking, okay, I'll change my shirt and move on instead of this day is ruined and I'm going to have a terrible day now.
Okay, I got it. How can
Good.
I tell if
Makes
I'm
sense.
I'm being realistic and just being or just being negative?
That's a smart question because sometimes you want to be realistic without accidentally spiraling into negativity. One way to check is to look for balance. If every thought feels like a disaster, that's probably not realistic. And also ask yourself if your thoughts are helpful or just making you feel worse.
And if I want to reframe a boring task at work, uh, how can I do it so it doesn't feel like a chore?
Good point. Forcing yourself to be excited about something truly dull can feel fake. Instead of trying to see it as cool, think about what you get from finishing it. Like, this boring task is one less thing on my list, and that'll give me more mental energy for something I actually enjoy. Focus on the practical benefit rather than trying to love the task itself.
That's a very nice suggestion that focus on the benefit.
I'm glad that resonated with you. It's about making it feel less pointless, even if the task itself is still, well, a task.
Uh, what should I say to myself when I make a small mistake in front of others?
Hmm, that's a good one. Something like, oops, that didn't come out right. Let me clarify, or my bad, I think I misspoke there. Acknowledge it briefly without making it into this big drama. Keep it light and move on. People are usually more understanding than we think they are.
And how can I stay positive when I'm stuck in traffic or waiting in a long line?
Those are perfect practice moments, actually. In traffic, maybe use the time for a podcast or music. Waiting in line, try deep breaths or just people watch without judgment. The key is reframing it as unexpected downtime instead of wasted time. It won't feel magical, but it can stop it from ruining your mood.
And if during that stuck in traffic time. If someone is rude to me, how can I reframe their behavior so I don't get mad?
Ah, that's tough. Someone being rude definitely throws a wrench in things. You could tell yourself, oh, they're probably having a really bad day, or maybe something happened to them before this. It doesn't excuse their rudeness, but it helps you remember their behavior is about them, not you. That keeps you from taking it personally.
Okay.
Does that sound like something you could try?
How do I handle a bad luck day where everything seems to go wrong?
Oh, those days are brutal. First, acknowledge it's just one day. Today sucks, but tomorrow doesn't have to. Second, give yourself permission to just get through it instead of trying to fix everything at once. Third, find one small thing that does go right, even if it's just a good cup of tea. That little win can change your whole focus.
The third one, cup of tea. How?
Sorry, I didn't quite. Um, you said you'll cover it. What did you mean by that?
What was your third point?
You said you'd cover it. Did you mean you'd try the third thing, finding one small win in your day?
No, you told me 3 points. I just want to know about the third point.
Oh, right. Sorry for the confusion. The third point was to find one small thing that goes right, even if it's just something simple like a good cup of tea. Focusing on that little win can help change your whole focus for the day.
Okay, all right. How can I reframe a failure into a lesson without feeling bad about it?
That's a tough one, but important. The key is curiosity instead of judgment. Instead of I failed, I'm awful, ask yourself, okay, what happened? What can I learn from this so it doesn't happen again? Again, treat it like research, what worked, what didn't, and how you adjust next time.
I truly agree with you that we must learn from our failures, from our mistakes, and it's a really
Exact.
good approach.
Yeah, it really is. It takes practice, but reframing can make a huge difference. It's almost like having more control over your own emotions instead of letting them control you.
And, what's a good way to start my morning if I wake up feeling tired or grumpy? And it happens most of the time.
Oh, yeah. Mornings can be rough, especially if they're consistently grumpy mornings. Skip checking your phone for the first hour if you can't. Stuff just makes it work. Preach! Instead, start with something small that feels good. Water, stretch, music, something gentle to ease into the day instead of hitting the gas pedal right away.
Oh, awesome. How can I
And
change the
definitely,
way I talk about my problems to my friends?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you just said. It seemed a little garbled. Could you
How
say that again?
how can I change the way I talk about my problems to my friends?
Ah, okay. You want to talk about framing how you share your issues with your friends instead of just dumping everything. Try starting with what you're hoping to get from the conversation, advice, just to vent perspective. Being clear up front helps them respond in the way you need, and it keeps it from feeling like just unloading.
I'll add one thing that having hopes gives pain.
I'm not quite following. Did you say having hopes of pain?
Having
Maybe you
hope
meant
from
something
someone,
different.
having hopes from someone gives pain.
Oh, I understand now. You mean when you really hope someone will understand or support you, but they don't, that can hurt even more than if they hadn't cared at all?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really tough. It's a weird feeling. You trust someone enough to hope for their support, and when it doesn't come, it feels like a double rejection.
Can you let me know? The three things I can do every day to train my brain to see the good.
Sure. One, start a gratitude journal. Write
Hmm.
down three things each day, big or small. Two, catch yourself in negative thoughts. When you notice one, deliberately reframe it. Three, do one small act of kindness each day. It shifts your focus outward instead of inward. They're tiny habits, but they build up.
Don't you think it's difficult?
It can definitely be hard at first. Your brain is used to thinking certain ways, so it will resist change. But like think of it like going to the gym, the first workout is always hardest. Just start small, don't beat yourself up if you slip up and keep practicing.
At first, when I'm hearing, uh, it's looking very difficult for me.
You're right, it will feel hard when you're starting out. But the trick is to not try changing everything at once. Pick one tiny thing to work on, just the gratitude journal, for example.
Okay,
Once that feels natural, add one more. Baby steps.
right. Do small things in small steps will take you towards the big ones.
Exactly. Like you said, small things and small steps. That's exactly right.
Okay. Uh, just writing down things I'm thankful for actually work and how.
Yeah, it really. Go ahead.
I'm saying, does writing down things I'm thankful for actually work and how it works?
Yes, writing down what you're thankful for actually works. The science is that gratitude boosts dopamine and serotonin. Those are the feel good neurochemicals. Plus, it forces you to pay attention to the good things you usually overlook. But more than that, it trains your brain to look for positive things instead of focusing on negatives.
All right. How can I stop myself
Right.
from worrying about things that haven't happened yet?
That's a common one.
Yeah.
Try separating things into what you can control versus what you can't. For what you can control, you can make a plan. But what you can't control, sometimes you need to give yourself permission to not think about it until it actually happens. Worrying about the unknown is just creating stress for yourself over hypotheticals.
Right. The most important question, can you give me a list of power words to use instead of negative ones?
Sure. Instead of I always mess up, try I'm still learning. Instead of this is too hard, try what's one small step I can take.
Hmm.
Instead of everyone will judge me, try most people are more focused on themselves than me. And instead of I'm helpless, try what options do I have? Those small shifts change everything.
Then how do I deal with negative self-talk? Um, I mean, the voice, I have in my head, I have in my mind.
Your inner critic, everyone has one. First, recognize it's just that, a voice in your head, not the truth. Then, when it starts being harsh, talk back to it with some kindness. Challenge the thought, is it actually true or am I being too hard on myself? Often it's just your brain protecting you in a clumsy way.
Another very, very important question because most of the time I have to face it. How do I stay positive when I'm tired or stressed out?
That's brutal. Being positive when exhausted feels impossible. That's when small things matter even more. Like getting sunlight if you can, taking deep breaths, drinking water, having a mindful moment with a cup of tea. Lower your expectations. Just focus on getting through the moment, not performing positivity.
Another thing which is coming in my mind is when someone says me something which I don't like, it intrigue my mind so much. Even it becomes unable for me to sleep. I continuously
Mm,
think and think about it. What to do with it?
that rumination is tough. When someone says loops in your head overnight, first, validate your feeling. It hurts when someone says something harsh. But then try to remind yourself that their words say more about them than you. And if it keeps you up, write it down before bed. Tell yourself you'll look at it tomorrow with fresh eyes.
How lovely your talk is. I really appreciate.
Thank you. It was a really good conversation. You asked some thoughtful questions today.
Okay, Maya, thank you for giving me your precious time. And
Of
obviously,
course.
I'll come again to talk to you with another topic.
Definitely. I'll be here when you're ready. Take care, Sadaf.
Thank you. Take care, you too.
All right, you're welcome. Take care, Sadaf.
Good evening. Bye.
Good night.